Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dzakirin Asyraff, and today I will present my alternative assessment of high fidelity mockup prototype for the UTM Counseling Center system. This is for the Requirement Engineering and Software Modeling course. So first of all is the project review. Right, so a bit about the project background. The system is UTM Counseling Center system, which is an improved 2B system, and the issues with the as is system is it's decentralized and inefficient. So decentralized as is um, the features are spread out and people can use many other different platforms for the same process, which is inefficient. It's not uniform. So the stakeholder for this project is the UTM counseling center, or any counseling center that might uh, be beneficial in this project. So the objective of the project is to create an efficient and centralized system. So now is the overall UI flow. So for my UI, it's more catered towards booking. So this is the overall UI flow, which will later be explored in my prototype demo. Next is overall system. So this is the overall use case diagram. Next is individual use case specification. So on the left is my module, which is the booking process module. So I have 4 use case specification: login, guest register, view appointment, and make appointment. So what I specifically do in this mockup is the make appointment use case. On the right is the use case specification for the make appointment, which includes everything's normal flow, alternative flow, exception, and the related requirement. Next is activity diagram. So here is the activity diagram. So we start with the client selecting book appointment. After that, the system will display available counselor and time slot, and then client will select available counselors and time slot, and then they decide whether to submit or not. If they do not submit, then the activity ends. If they do submit, then the system will perform the insert database process. If it fails, the system will display error message and display again the available counselor and time slot. If it's successful, then the system will redirect client to homepage and send a confirmation email to the client, and then after that the activity ends. So last in our slide is the self-reflection. So first is understanding. What is my overall understanding of the course? So basically now I understand the importance of requirement engineering in the bigger scope of software engineering, and how useful it is in making sure the software or the program that's being made, the product achieves what the stakeholder need it to be. And this experience, the experience gained after completing the assessment, I feel like I am now much more prepared to take on a future challenge that involves software engineering, as this important part of software engineering has opened up me to take on more challenge in the future. My hope, all the things that I wish to happen before and after this assessment. So my hope, first, my wish of what would happen in my expectation before this assessment is, I wish that I have a much more deeper grasp of this course. But it's not that I do not understand anything. I do understand. most things. It's just that I wish I could have a better understanding, and my hope after this assessment is that I can be much more passionate and have a better comprehension in the things that I learn. So now we go to the prototype demo. Okay, so now let's start with the prototype demo. Alright, so the prototype, the high fidelity prototype, we start with the login. So now the credentials has been filled, so we just log in. Alright, so this is the homepage for my profile, for my user. I am a client, so this is my homepage. It has like appointment and psychometric test. This is the logo for the counseling center, and then it has UTM counseling center gallery, shows like relevant pictures of programs that they have made. Right, so now for my module we go with the appointment. Alright, so now it says you have no upcoming appointments. Book an appointment now. Alright, so this is the appointment page. So on the right is the list of the counselors, and here is all the list of the available appointment that we can book. So as you notice, the color represents the color of the counselor, and this is the time slot. Alright, so in my use case specification, we have one alternate flow, which is the cancel abort flow, which is this cancel. So if you don't want to proceed, just press cancel. Now we go back to this, and you can go back to the main page using this button. Otherwise, now we want to book an appointment. So alright, so now let's choose one time slot. So I will choose this time slot. Okay, now let's try to submit. Okay, so now this shows the exception flow. So now it says error submitting the booking appointment, returning to booking page. So this represents the exception flow that I have in my use case. Alright, so now we're back to the booking page. So now let's choose again. Okay, now let's try to submit again, and hopefully this one will be successful. Okay, now it says booking successful, redirecting to homepage. So now we're back at the homepage, and as you can see, it shows a pop-up saying confirmation email has been sent. Please check your email. So this pop-up reminds us to check our email for the confirmation email that has been sent by the system. So now we can either press outside the pop-up or just press the X to remove it. Now let's see what will happen when we click on the appointment, because just now it says you have no upcoming appointment, book appointment now. So let's see what this page will show us after we book an appointment. Alright, so now it says you have an upcoming appointment, and this is kind of like the receipts, similar to the email that has been sent. So now it shows the appointment ID, counselor, date and time, exactly as what we have booked. Alright, so now we go back to the main page. So that's it for my high fidelity prototype. Thank you.